Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. So for some time now, hubby has been craving to eat Efo Riro, but I told him that I like preparing my Efo Riro with Shoko, and I've not been able to get Shoko because of the city we live in. Shoko is not always in the market. So today I went to the market and I stumbled on Shoko leaves, and it was the last one, so I had to grab it. So I am in my kitchen now. I want to prepare our Efo Riro. So let's cook together. So on the table, I have the ingredients for this Efo Riro. So first of all, we have our Shoko leaves. This is our Shoko leaf. See the way it is in case you go to the market to buy it. Some of the Shoko leaves, they have this purple coloring at the middle of it. So this is how you know real Shoko. So this is our Shoko leaf that we're going to use. This is the palm oil. Then I'm going to be using enough Tatashe and then about 4 bulbs of tomatoes. I have my assorted meat here. I have shaki, I have kpomo, I have goat meat, and I have beef. I have our crayfish, salt. I have my smoked fish. I'm using smoked Markel fish, and I have my catfish dried. I have some kpomo pepper because I like my Efo Riro to be a bit spicy. Then I have my bouillon cubes. So first of all, what you are going to do, I'll just wash the tomatoes and blend. And when you're blending tomatoes, you don't really have to blend to be too smooth. You have to allow it to have some rough edges. So let's go blend the tomatoes and pepper. So I'm preparing my tatashe. You have to remove the tatashe seed. If not, you are going to feel this bitter taste in your soup whenever you're using tatashe without removing the seeds. So you just have to take out the seeds when you want to blend. So I'm using some yellow pepper because I like the taste of this yellow pepper, the aroma it gives in my soup whenever I cook. So I'm just going to put like 3 there. Then I'm using my Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm using just 4 of them. Then I'm using about 7 balls of tatashe. Tomatoes is optional, but I just added like 4 there, and I added some shombo. And when you are grinding, you don't put much water, just put enough water that will enable the blade of the blender to move. After blending, I'll go and cook it for some time so that the water in it will dry more before I use it to cook. So I poured it inside the pot so the water will dry a bit before I start cooking. So let me go and wash the fish, and then I'll wash the Shoko leaves now. So I'm washing the Shoko leaves now. You have to wash very well because of sand. If not, you have sand in your pot of soup. After washing, I'll let water to drain before I now chop them up. Wash it like about 3 times to remove the sand. I'm washing my dry fish now. Whenever you're washing your fish, wash very well out of sand. So my tomatoes is already cooked. So in a clean pot, you add in some oil, red oil. But you can also use groundnut oil, but the cocoa of the matter is red palm oil. So allow the oil to heat a bit. So the oil hot now, I'll add in my onions. So you allow the oil to fry like for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I'm adding the iru now. I'll add in some crayfish, then later I'll add some more. Add my bouillon cubes, I'm adding 2. Then I'll add some Cameroon pepper because I want it to be hot. As you are putting all your ingredients, just be stirring so it doesn't get burnt and don't go far from the pot. So I'll be adding my blended peppers and tomatoes now. Then allow it to cook for some time before I continue. So I'll cover the pot and I'll come back. So I'm coming to check for it to know if it's okay. After 5 minutes, this is what I have. Everything is turning out well, so I'll just add in the dry fish and the mackerel fish so that it will absorb juice of our soup. Then I'll add in protein. I'll add some salt at this point so it will be tasty. You have to be checking for your salt, if not, you spoil your pot of soup with a lot of salt, which is not too good. You can use Shoko to cook your Efo Riro. You can use green and use spinach. But if you're using Shoko, because Shoko is the banger of this Efo Riro. So I'll cover the pot. I'm back again to check my pot of Efo Riro soup. You can see how the oil is separating from the tomatoes. Then you know that your Efo Riro is getting set to be put down. So you can see the face of our Efo Riro soup, how fine it is. The aroma in my kitchen is something else. Now, without tasting this soup, I know it's going to be a bomb. So I'll just leave it to simmer for some time while I go and get the Shoko leaves ready. I've already washed the Shoko leaves and then sliced them, but I'm going to pour in some hot water on it so that that purple coloring will go away. So you don't have your Efo Riro stew turning purple. So I'll just go and add some hot water. You can see the water at the bottom. See this dark water here. That's what I was trying to avoid, so it doesn't stay in my pot. So I can go and add it in my pot of Efo Riro. Now the Shoko is ready. Our Efo Riro is almost ready. One thing I like about this Efo Riro soup is that you can take it with rice, you can take it with yam or plantain, you can take it with any swallow of your choice. So I will not stir it now, I'll just cover it for some time, like a minute, before I come and stir together, so that it will be okay for me to stir very, very well. So the Shoko has wilted a bit, so I'll just add my remaining crayfish so it will have some taste too. Then I'll add little more salt, then stir together, then we are good to go. Wow! Wow! This is something else! Please, if I have to subscribe and you have watched me to this moment, please just subscribe now or like now and share to your friends and family so they can try their own and then they'll tag me. Let me know what they think about our Efo Riro so that they can be seeing more of my recipes. So I'll test for salt now and then know if I'm going to adjust it. I'll just add some little more salt. Wow! This is something else. So tasty and a bit hot. Just the way I like it. The aroma in my kitchen is something else now. People be wandering along my street what they are cooking in that house. We are good to go now. Our Efo Riro is ready. Somebody will come back from work today and then have a surprise. So I'm just going to turn off the stove now because our Efo Riro is ready. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Let me test and see what I prepared. It's so tasty. Yummy. This is my sweat in the kitchen. Please go try yours and get back to me.